I am God. And so just
Well,
to listen. So today is a good day, isn't it?
it's a good day. It is a little cloudy here. I don't know if we're supposed to get any rain here in
I don't
OKC.
know.
Be nice, but we're in the summer for sure, and it's great.
I and it's been cooler this week, which has been
Yes.
good because it was boiling. Man, it's so hot.
Last weekend, I
So
think it
hot.
was because we just jumped into it from like beautiful 80-degree days, and all of a sudden it's 95 and humid, and it's like, oh, where did that come from? So, no time to adjust. But we
That's
are
that is
tough.
true.
We are men. We are better men. So we don't complain about those things, do we?
No, we don't, because we are, like you said, we are men, manly men.
Yes.
I'm 40 now, so I can honestly say that I'm a man. I'm 40,
Yes,
and
you are. You
been
can
waiting.
take Mike Gundy's famous quote from a few
Yeah.
years back.
Hey, today we wanted to talk about not Mike Gundy and not 40, but we did want to talk about all the things that are happening in the world today and how the world just has a tendency to keep our attention and what we need to do to turn off the world, because the more that we're focused on what the world is saying, the less opportunities we hear to what God is trying to tell us, what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
In Psalm 46, it talks about being still and knowing that I am God. And for some of you out there, I think there's just some challenges. We need to say, hey, maybe it's time to turn off your TVs. Maybe it's time to turn off your social media, turn off your phones, whatever you need to do to purposely get away and listen to what God is saying and to be still and know that he's God and decrease the fear, decrease the chaos that seems to be happening on the world, and just listen.
I agree, and I think it's so hard for us to do that. A couple of years ago, our pastor challenged us to do 5 minutes a day of silence before God, which I thought that is a breeze. That's the longest 5 minutes I've ever been, and I did it every
Yeah.
day for a week. Not that some good things didn't come out of it, but it just showed me I don't do this very well. And so, I try to unplug on Sunday where I just don't have any of the technology stuff. That helps. But I think I hear what you're saying. I think that at this time when everything's going on in our world, from the COVID-19, from all the stuff with George Floyd and all the stuff that's aroused us, what a time to be still before God and
Yeah.
let him speak to us. What does he want us to say for this? How does he want to calm our fears about COVID-19?
Yeah.
Because I know I was talking to a guy this morning in Florida. They're still locked down. We're a little more normal where we live right now. And so how do we do that? And then how do we do this, all this stuff that's going on with protest and more protests now, thank goodness, instead of rioting. But
Yeah.
how do we respond to that? God, what do you want me to do? What is our role in that? And I think getting some time to do that is wise. There's wisdom in that for all of us, even though it's not going to be easy.
Not going to be easy, but it's important and essential to be able to do that. And just because we're being still in front of God doesn't mean he's going to always give us answers, but he wants to have that time with us for him to control the way that our mind goes and not for the world to control the way that our mind goes. And he values that. So not always is it going to be answering, or he's going to give you a direction, or he's going to give you some answers. It's more of like, hey, I just want you to spend time with me and get your mind in a state that's about me and not about the world. And I don't know, for me, I, like you, sitting around being quiet sometimes can be very challenging and hard, or finding a place to do it where I'm at. So going someplace, I love being out in nature and walking. I'll just go in my backyard and I'll just walk around. And that sometimes, that for me is quiet and
Yes.
peaceful as well.
Yeah, and we're not talking about you don't have to spend a half a day or day. I mean, if you can, that'd be great. But if you just spend a few minutes or an hour or 15 minutes in quiet, always think, what if I don't take time and God is trying to say something? Now, he could get the message to me, obviously. But what if it's just because I'm not taking time to listen to him? And I think just that whole time of calming ourselves and being peaceful before God, that does a lot for me, just that time of relaxation. And
it's needed.
Just being in his presence and just thinking, man, with everything going on, this guy loves the heck out of me, and I'm just going to enjoy that for a while.
Yeah. And that's well said, right on the money. It is. He values us. He values you, and he's right there no matter what's going on in the world today. He's never left. So just encourage all of you today, as I constantly work on something like this as well. All of us have ways to get better, but tune off the world and turn back on Jesus and turn back on God, and find that time. Even you said, hey, it can be a simple thing, but you mentioned as far as like taking a day off. Sometimes maybe take a weekend and get away from everything that's going on. Go find a cabin in the woods. You have opportunities to do that. We live in a great country. So do something like that, but finding time to be still with God. Absolutely important.
Really? That's good. I like it. I'm going to do that. A little bit of time.
You and I.
Weekend.
Both.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, Dr. Kim. Enjoyed the day. And like we say every week, don't be an okay man.
Be a better man.
That's right. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah. See you guys next week.